Hey YouTube. Alright, so today I'm going to show you my first modification that I've done to my GT500 and unboxing and install. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about a few other things. So modifications, I've got a list of the things I want to do and probably in the order that I want to do them. Let's get to it. Alright, so the first mod is done. You'll see that in a minute. Alright, so the second thing I'm going to do is I've got to get a radar detector. I'm looking at the Escort Passport 9500 IX, I believe it is. It's like $300. I would rather have the Escort Max 360. It's like $600. So anyway, that'll be the very next thing. Will be a radar detector. After that, the car makes plenty of power as it is. I can't get it all to the ground as it is. So the next thing will be some type of drag radials. The next thing after that will probably be tint the windows, and I want to smoke the headlights, the fog lights, and probably black out all of the marker lights. After that, I want to lower the car. So my last Mustang 98 GT, I put it on the Epic Pro Kit springs, and I wish I had gone lower. The whole time I had it, I wished I had gone with the Sportline springs, which would have been, I think, another ½ inch lower, and I wished I had gone with those. But the ride quality was great with the iBox. I put Kiko Premium shocks and struts on there, and Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates, and I was really pleased with the ride. And you know, I was pretty well pleased with the look, but I wished I had gone lower. So with the Shelby, I can lower it with Pro Kit or Sportline springs and get, you know, a good look. Anyways, after that would be wheels. Some nice wheels. I mean, I like the performance package wheels, but I'd rather just have 20s all the way around and, you know, something aftermarket. So then after that, maybe we'll be looking at a little more power, and for that I'd probably go with JLT cold air intake. More so for the sound than anything. I really like the supercharger whine, so and I've heard that the JLT intake helps with that. And while I do that, I'll probably just go ahead and get the supercharger pulley and the tuner all in one. Just get all that done at the same time. Then after that would be exhaust. I like the note from the factory. It sounds great, but I would like for it to be a little bit louder, or a lot louder. I don't know. So I'm probably going to go with Corsa, probably Corsa Extremes. So let's get to the unboxing and install of the first mod. Alright, here it is, JLT Performance. What's in the box? Probably guessed by now, it's kind of a small box, probably easy to figure out. Ta-da! That looks nice. Very high quality. Yeah, very happy with it. It's got a little, I was wondering about that because I didn't want that rubbing on my valve cover, but it's got a little piece of felt on the bottom to prevent that, so that's good. JLT Performance sticker. Postcard, save 5%. Get a free t-shirt. And the instructions. And that's it. Alright, so let's take off the blow-by tube. It's a little gray button right here, and pull up. Okay. Alright, so let's pull the back one off. There we go. Doesn't get any easier than that. Take this one, just slide it on where the one old blow-by tube come off. Appears to be in there again. It's a little bit loose, I don't know. I should check the other one. Matter of fact, I'm going to check the other one and see if it was loose like that. Yep. Alright, should be good now. So let's stick on the JLT. This is obviously the passenger side. Alright. Yeah, got a little bit of touching on my valve cover here. I'm probably going to put some tape on there or something. I don't want it to rub the finish off. Overall, quite pleased. It's a little bit, this piece here is just maybe slightly too long. It's and then it goes downhill, and that's why it's wanting to touch. Yeah, so I'll probably put another piece of felt or a piece of tape or something on the bottom of that, just because I don't want it to rub on my valve cover. You know, very pleased. Simplest mod ever, in my opinion. It don't get any easier than that. I mean, really. What I did here is I just took some painter's tape, made it double thickness, and I'm just going to put this in here. So like I say, I don't want that to rub on my valve cover. And I don't know if that's going to stay. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to keep a check on that over time, because, like I say, I really don't want that rubbing on that valve cover. Alright, so dealers, you know, they clean up cars, but they don't do the greatest job. So I've been working on mine a lot, and haven't got any video of it. Sorry about that. I will in the future though, but I thought I'd talk about some of the products that I've been using. So I guess we'll start off with washing. So I use the 2-bucket method. Have this bucket. They have the grit guards in the bottom. Just got the Rag Company sticker on there. So that's my rinse bucket. Then this is my wash bucket with the Auto Geek sticker. Alright, and then I also have a wheel bucket. I don't have it in here, but I use a separate bucket for wheels. I don't have a grit guard in it yet. So anyways, I start off with the wheels. This is the Speedmaster wheel brush. It's the small one. I wish I had the bigger one for the performance package wheels, but this one, you know, it does the job. You can really get in there. You can get the calipers real good, and you can get the barrel of the wheel, you know, without having to take the wheels off. So and then I'll also use it for going around the fender wells. And so anyway, it's a good little brush. I like it. I've had it for about a year, and it's going strong. The car wash that I use, it's available local. It's pretty cheap. I really like it. It has a good smell. It does a good job. I use a lot more than is recommended because I like a lot of suds. But that's it. McGuire's Gold Class. Just buy it at the local auto parts store for about, I think it's like $10 for a bottle this size. This is probably 64. Yeah, 64 ounce. Should have talked about this when I was talking about wheels. Wesley's Bleach White. I've been using this stuff for years. It's no longer made by Wesley's. It's now made by Black Magic. And some of the Black Magic, it didn't work very well. But then if you get the bottle that says new and improved formula, I believe, that's the one you want, because that's the one where I think they went back to this original formula, which really does work well. I don't dress my tires afterward. I just spray this on, scrub it in with a brush, and you know, I'm done with it. So it really pulls out all of the a lot of the dirt that's embedded that you'd never get off otherwise. It really pulls it out of the tire. When you're done, you've just got a nice matte black clean tire. So I really like this stuff. Alright, after I wash the car, I like to dry it. I'm out and I've got to go buy another bottle. But again, I like to buy stuff that's available local. That way if I run out, I can run, you know, O'Reilly's is like 3 blocks away. I can run up there and I can grab this stuff or whatever I need. So that's why if it works for me, you know, I just like to buy it local. It's the cheaper, average consumer type product, but hey, it works. So when I dry the car, I squirt this on a waffle weave. This is a small one. I've got a few of these small ones. My larger drying towel is dirty from washing the car yesterday, but the Pluffle, love the Pluffle. So what I'll do, I'll wash the car, rinse it, and then I sheet the water off. If you don't know how to do that, you know, you take the sprayer nozzle off of the hose and put a kink in it so that you can control the flow and just run water straight over the car. You still have a few beads, but not near as many. There's not near as much water on the car to have to dry. So anyway, then I mist it with the McGuire's Quick Detailer, and take my Pluffle waffle weave and just drag it across the car. And that way I'm not putting any pressure down. This is, you know, pretty slick stuff, so really decrease the chance of any kind of swirl marks or spider webbing or anything. But these Pluffle, the waffle weaves, got them from the Rag Company. They've got great towels and the Pluffle. This is what I use as an interior dressing. It's from Auto Geek. It's Wolfgang vinyl rubber protectant, and I love it. Love the way it smells. Love the job it does. It doesn't leave a greasy finish. It just makes it look like new. Something else I have used on the interior, believe it or not, Class All-in-One. This stuff, it doesn't leave a film on anything. It's a sealant. When I still had my Jeep, I was using it on the paint. I noticed I got a smudge on the window. I wiped it off, and the window really just looked clean and nice, so I just did all the windows with it. So I decided to do it on the inside, you know, the interior of the windows as well, and ended up getting some on the hard plastic. Well, it didn't leave a mark, and it made it look nice, so I went ahead and wiped down the whole interior with this stuff right here, and Class All-in-One, and it worked. Worked really well. That's the only time I've done it. I haven't used it in the Shelby, but I did use that in the Jeep, and it worked great. Okay. As far as glass cleaner, I've just been using invisible glass. You know, it's tint safe. I don't have tinted windows yet, but I will eventually. But this, what I'll do is I'll take a microfiber towel, saturate it with the invisible glass, and then wipe it on the window, and then turn the towel over and wipe it back off. It doesn't leave streaks. It works great. It's made by Stoner. I've used several of their products, and I like Stoner products pretty well. I buy this Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner and mix it myself. I've got the Meguiar's bottle to go with it, and you know, you can use it for anything from interior, exterior, whatever. Of course, if you're going to use it on leather or anything like that, you'd want to dilute it down. Hyper dressing. Love hyper dressing. I've got it mixed up in a Chemical Guys bottle. I like the Chemical Guys bottle probably. I don't know, it's hard to say, but yeah, I probably like it a little bit better than the Meguiar's bottle, but Chemical Guys bottle. And this stuff, you mix it up, you know, you can mix it to where you'll get a really high shine from it, and you can use it for a tire dressing or whatever if you like that kind of thing. But I dilute it down pretty good, and I'll use it after you clean your engine. You know, you can set your bottle where it's just a very fine mist, spray it all over the motor, close the hood, and you're done. You know, you come back and it kind of soaks in and just does a real good job. The engine bay looked great, like better than brand new, honestly. I haven't used it on the Shelby yet because I hadn't really needed to clean the engine bay, but I will when it comes to that point. So the other great use for this is fender wells. On my Jeep, you know, the fender wells stayed dirty, and so I would just kind of clean them a little bit. And you know, that black plastic, it wants to kind of fade and turn gray really quickly. So, but you take this, spritz it up in the fender wells, and they just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? That is what I want from a fender wells. I don't want to notice it, period. I want it to just disappear. Another thing, when you are mixing these, either this or the all-purpose cleaner or any of the other Meguiar's products that you're mixing yourself, you want to use distilled water. Otherwise, there'll be minerals in the water, and it'll leave spots. This is a makeup brush, and I keep it in the package because this is what I use for the plastic that's over the gauges. It's very easy to scratch those. I'll also use this on the touch screen to brush any dust off before I actually clean it. This is a pet hair brush. I use that for carpet. So as I'm vacuuming, I'll just use this to help pick up any hair or anything else that's kind of stuck in the carpet. It's real grabby. It's rubber. And here's another interior brush. It's got the long handle, and that's one reason I've got this one. Of course, you know, you got to have different brushes for different situations because sometimes the handle prevents you from getting into the spot you need. But this is a pretty soft. I believe it's a horsehair. I think it came from Auto Geek as well. All right, I want to talk about black plastic trim. When I bought the Shelby, it had a lot of wax residue, like on the window trim, on the chin spoiler. I did a little research, and people said use these. This is a magic eraser. And so what I did is I took the magic eraser, DP stands for Detailer's Pride, and this is the Cleanse All exterior cleaner. So I took this, sprayed it onto the magic eraser, and it took all the wax residue right off of all of the black plastic trim. Used that, cleaned it up really good. Alright, so after that, this is Solution Finish. I bought this because of my Jeep, and the fenders were starting to oxidize, and this stuff should have worked. It didn't touch it. I never found anything that worked on those. But anyways, on the GT500, so after I cleaned it up with the all-purpose cleaner and the magic eraser, I took this and put on it, I think it's a dye. Like I said, solution finish. There's plenty of videos on it. But anyways, you take just a little bit of it, put it on a microfiber towel. It goes a long way. Let it sit there for a minute and then wipe it off with a clean towel. It makes all of the black plastic trim around the doors and windows and the chin spoiler and in the grill, makes it all look brand new. Alright, so I've always used Lexol leather cleaner, leather conditioner. But anyway, last time I made an order from Auto Geek, I was able to get some free samples, and this is one that I got, and this is their leather conditioner. And so I've used that on the Recaros and the Shelby, and I like it. I mean, it's leather conditioner. I don't really know what to say about it, but other than it does smell really nice. It has a really, yeah, it's got a really leathery smell to it. I'm telling you, if you have a boot store near you, that's all they do is sell boots and belts, and everything in there is leather, and you walk in, that's exactly how this stuff smells. So I do really like that about it. Alright, so the way I clean the touchscreen, and if you don't have a touchscreen, you know, where you have the clock display on your radio, that plastic, it scratches so easy, just like the plastic that goes over the gauges. What I did is, there's this, what is it called? Platinum No Glare Lens Cleaner, and I bought this at Walmart in the eyeglasses section up front. So this was sitting there on a shelf, and I bought it. It's for cleaning eyeglasses or sunglasses or anything like that. I don't have one handy. I think they're all dirty right now, but it's kind of like this material, but there's this micro suede microfiber that you can get from Rag Company or wherever. I use the micro suede. I've got one that's a slightly more aggressive and one that's just super soft. And so what I'll do is I spray this on either the touch screen or the lenses on the gauges, and that's after I use the makeup brush to pull any dust off of it. Spray this on, and then I'll take and I'll spray a little bit on my rag, and I'll take the little suede rag and just very, very gently clean it if there's any kind of smudges or fingerprints. That's what I use, and it's worked great for me. Another product I want to talk about is this Pinnacle Liquid Sovereign, I guess is how you say it. But anyways, they have the paste wax, and I haven't used it. It's because it's like $95. I think you can get a 3-ounce tub of it for like $60. So yeah, I don't know if I need it that bad. So I bought the Liquid Sovereign. It was probably $30, and I've had this bottle for 3 or 4 years. I mean, I don't clean cars every day and wax them every day either, but still, this stuff goes. You can put it on in the sun. You can get it on the black plastic trim. It's not going to leave any stains. It's not going to form a residue that's hard to get off, but what it does is it leaves a very deep, nice shine. I recommend that. I use this little bucket here. You know, I'll take, say I'm doing the interior, I'll take all the stuff that I'm going to use in the interior, and I will throw it in this bucket, and then from the shed to the car, hopefully have everything I need without having to walk back and forth. So that's a pretty handy little deal. I don't even know where it came from. Maybe sterile out. May have come from the dollar store. I don't even know. I also have a Quasar bottle. So it squirts when you pull the trigger. It squirts again when you release the trigger. It's real good for stuff like detailing mist or something. So at some point I'm probably going to buy the gallon size Meguiar's quick detailer that you mix yourself and use it with this bottle. Alright, well, my film crew's not available today, so I haven't been able to get any good video of the car, any rolling shots or anything like that, but tune in 2 weeks from now. Tune into that video, and I should have some more rolling shots. Hopefully we can get some good exhaust and supercharger whine. If you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. If you have any comments, any questions, put it in the comments below. Check me out on Instagram at sinister.shelby. Alright, well, I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks.